Today is September the 4th. Now, yesterday, the new Iron Maiden album came out, and I've just nipped into town to pick it up today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resist the urge to be a child and open it up and put it in the car and annoy the wife. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I get home. We're going to open it together so you can have a little look at what there is. A little bit of background on Iron Maiden. They were formed in 1979-ish, 78, 79, with Steve Harris, the bass guitarist, Paul Di'Anno, the vocalist, and they've been going for nearly 40 odd years, but I'll fill you with a bit more of that when we get to opening up the CD. But before we do, what I would like to say is thank you to everybody who's viewed all my videos for Mount Ephraim and the New Day Festival. It's really nice to see a lot of people caring. Thanks for those that have left a like. If you haven't, that's fine, I don't mind. Like it, don't like it, doesn't bother me. But and those who have commented, thanks very much. So yeah, we'll get that open later and we'll see what the new Iron Maiden album has got inside. See you then. Okay, so here is the album that I was going to unwrap with you. This is Iron Maiden's 17th studio album. This is a collaboration between me and my daughter.
Hi.
She's doing the technical stuff, like making sure the camera's in the right place. So a little bit of background with Iron Maiden. They were formed in 1975, not my original 1978, 1975, but their first album came out in 1980, which was Iron Maiden, and all the way up to 2021 with their 17th studio album. This is Senjutzu, which from what I understand means strategy or something like that. Yeah, they've had several changes in members of the actual group. That's it. First frontman was Paul Di'Anno, followed by Bruce Dickinson, who then took the time out to go and do his solo career, and also did the wonderful gig in Sarajevo during the war there, which was quite an adventure. That's another thing you can go and find out on YouTube somewhere. And came back after Blaze Bayley had been in for a couple of albums, and this is their 17th studio album. As you can see, we have a black cover, red writing, very stylish. This is the second time they've done a black cover. Book of Souls was on black as well. Let's open it up, have a look. I know there are some people out there sort of saying, oh, why still buy CDs? You can download it all off of the internet. But this is one of the main reasons, is the artwork that some of the bands that use. This is fantastic. Let's move it out of the way, because if I go over there you get the light in there. Yeah, the artwork is pretty good. We've got Samurai Eddie. Eddie has gone through a lot of incarnations over the band's history. You probably can't get this stuff off when you want to. It is shiny. See, it's shining the light back out. My daughter's saying it's very shiny. Okay, let's take that off of there. There we are. Right, there's three versions of this. There's this one, which is a sort of standard CD size. There's one which is like a book size, and there's also the triple vinyl, which you can get. I've gone for this one because it sits nicely on my shelf and it looks pretty good. So let's have a little look. Again, you can see the artwork inside this is very nice. It's a double CD. I've got a red CD for CD number 1. One thing I do notice is there's no listing of the tracks on the outside of the album. This is the back of the album. Or is it the front of the album? I don't know. That's the front. That's the front of the album. That's the back of the album, but still looks very good.
It's like when you open a book.
Okay. So my daughter's been teaching me. Vlogging, not blogging. Okay. So this is CD 1. So red background to the image on there, which is really nice. Samurai Eddie again. We've got this intermediate Samurai Eddie, and then we've got blue Samurai Eddie for disc 2. Inside here is the booklet that comes with it, but again, the artwork in this is absolutely fantastic. So those people out there who go, oh, don't buy CDs anymore, it's too expensive, just download it off the internet. This is what you're missing when you download something from the internet. Yeah, let's see if we can get this out. There we go. So we now have the booklet. Booklet has the same image as the front of the CD on the front, and finally a track listing on the back. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tracks. Now, CD2 only has 4 tracks on it, which might mean, like Book of Souls, there's a long track on it, because Souls did Empire of the Clouds, which was about 18 minutes and a bit long.
18 and 2 seconds.
Thank you very much. 18 and 2 seconds,
Oh,
as my daughter knows. She's done a gymnastics routine to the intro to that one, as it's long enough. So, let's have a little look on the inside of the booklet. So we start off, we've got the lyrics to the songs, which is good, and it tells us who's written them. Smith and Harris, which is good there.
2 of the band members.
Of course they're 2 of the band members. This one's written by Gers and Harris. That's another 2 of the band members, although Harris seems to have a lot of influence on a lot of the writing. Lovely inside picture there, which that would make a very good poster.
Yeah.
I think that would make a very good poster. It's very into. I don't know if I could copy.
Nice painting.
It would make a nice painting. Then we have the Writing on the Wall, which was the first single from this that was released on YouTube. Fantastic song, great video on it. This was written by Smith and Dickinson, so that is not written by Harris. It happens every now and then. So Adrian Smith and Bruce Dickinson have written this one. Steve Harris, in the Lost World. Days of Our Future Past by Adrian Smith and Bruce Dickinson again, which is quite nice. I have to say, the images in the background of these are very nice. Although I do think the little smudges of what looks like blood just on the inside looks pretty cool. Yannick Gers and Harris, Steve Harris for the Time Machine. What else we've got here? Some lovely images of Samurai Eddie. Very good. There's a nice big cardboard cutout of this in the HMV where I got this from. Smith and Dickinson again with Darkest Hour. That's 7 minutes. Here we go. We've got Death of the Celts, which is a 10-minute song by Steve Harris. So they are getting slightly longer.
Because the last one is 12 minutes. And wait, is that the last one? No, yeah, the last one on the CD 2 is 12 minutes and 39 seconds.
The parchment, there you go, thank you. He's got in there before I did. So lots of lovely artwork. Fantastic that we've got the lyrics in there so we can scream along to them when we play them. It's not the last one. No, it's not the last one.
The last one's more.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Hell on Earth by Steve Harris, 11 minutes and 19 seconds long. And then we have the credits there. Bruce Dickinson on vocals, Dave Murray on guitar, Adrian Smith on guitar, Yannick Gers on guitar, Steve Harris bass and keyboard, and Nico McBrain on the drums. And everybody they want to say thank you to. It's like thank you to this person, that person, family, friends, and everything else. And it goes on and on. Lots of people to thank. But then 40 odd years of creating music. It's going to be interesting to have a look and listen to this, which is what will happen when I go and put it on later. Let's pop that back in here. Got to be very careful with this so we don't rip the outside. Put that back in there. Let's just take the disc out to have a look at the whole of this picture that's on here, if we can see that. Can we see that in there?
There's a bit of a glare over here, but it should be fine.
We'll just move it along so you can have a quick look. Mind your hands. That's all right. Yeah, some fantastic artwork. As I say, one of the reasons why still buying CDs is a must for me, not necessarily for everybody. Let's pop those back in. And there we go. Let's close it up. And it's ready to play. There you go. That is Senjutzu by Iron Maiden 2021, their 17th studio album, which just for some figures, let's have a little look at how many they've done. They have done 17 studio albums. They've done a number of live compilation albums. The band has done 41 albums, including 17 studio albums, 13 live albums, 4 EPs and 7 compilations. They've also released 47 singles, 20 video albums, 2 electronic games, have Iron Maiden soundtracks, and the band's music is featured in a number of video games, which you may hear. Not bad for a band who get very, very little airplay on commercial radio. You can hear them on Planet Rock, but most other stations don't play a lot of them. But there you go. That's that. Hope you enjoyed it.